Sister Wives did Maddie Brown school Janelle on Cults in Sister Wives, why fans called Robin Brown bitter old hag. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. Why are Sister Wives fans calling Robin Brown a bitter old hag? The former fourth wife of Kody Brown is now the last wife standing. Though it appears this is what she had always wanted, to have him all to herself, she does not seem thrilled and is very angry and downtrodden. So, is Robin bitter or misunderstood? Keep reading for more details. When Robin Brown was first introduced as Kody Brown's potential fourth wife, she seemed so exuberant, young, and fresh. She was giddy over Kody coming to see her as he traveled 5 hours for their dates, and everything was exhilarating. Initially, Robin appeared to blend very well with the children and the OG3. She was close with Mary Brown and even offered to be a surrogate if she and Kody wanted another baby. Yet that all seemed to change the more attention she gained from Kody. Robin was visibly the favorite, something the OG Brown kids noticed, and she was getting anything and everything she wanted. She wanted to start a small business and Kody backed her 100%. During the pandemic, he spent all of his time with Robin and her 5 kids as he felt she was loyal and obedient. He even noted how her kids obeyed his rules and did not step out of line. Sadly, everything fell apart and the OG3 exited the family. That being said, Robin internalized it and felt her world and her dreams had been crushed. A Reddit thread began, addressing how Robin Brown is the master of her own disaster. She claimed that she watched the demise of the family after they moved to Flagstaff. Yet this was her idea and something she made happen. The OP pointed this out. She must be such an energy suck with anyone she's around. They also added Robin has changed so much since Vegas. She seemed happier in the cul-de-sac, working with the OG3. They concluded with this. Perhaps it was all smoke and mirrors, but now she looks like a bitter old hag. Other Sister Wives fans pointed out how Robin Brown is seeing that the honeymoon phase is over. She now has Kody Brown full-time, and that is not what she wanted from the start. Though she acted like she wanted to be the only wife, she also may have wanted to be able to hand him off when he became too much. She is now seeing what it was like to be married to Kody. She can't keep up her honeymoon phase and treat him like her best customer if she's having to raise her own kids and deal with him full time. I suspect she is a real witch when the cameras are not around. Kody and the kids fear her. Also, she had been saying that the OGs were all so mean to her and her kids. Now, everything was wonderful until Flagstaff, which is it? Something definitely changed in Robin. She probably couldn't wait to be the favorite wife and have Kody around all the time, but now has most likely seen the error in her thinking. It's like the old saying, be careful what you wish for, you might just get it. Robin wants her cake and to eat it too. She wants Kody all to herself, but also wants to pawn him off on the other wives when it gets to be too much. Now, she is stuck with him, and there's no turning back. Do you think Robin has always been bitter, or has this life hardened her? Let us know and watch Sister Wives Sundays on TLC. As a child of polygamy, Maddie Brown decided from an early age she wasn't at all interested in that lifestyle. Instead, she married Caleb Rush and moved to North Carolina, far away from the fundamentalist LDS sects. Today, they have 3 children and a 4th on the way. Maddie's mother Janelle started spending more and more time with them out on the East Coast. Now, she's relocated there entirely, and many Sister Wives fans think Janelle has started to wake up from her extremist religious beliefs. Has Maddie been helping her mother deconstruct? In the early days of Sister Wives, Janelle Brown admitted she loved polygamy because of the independence it afforded her. She had to share her husband with 3 different women. In turn, she received the alone time. Sunday night's new episode, viewers think Janelle is starting to change her mind. Does Maddie Brownbrush's influence have anything to do with it? Did Janelle just admit FLDS sects are cults? A Sister Wives viewer asked on Reddit this week. Did you notice in Season 19, Episode 18 Janelle used the phrase FLDS cults? I'm wondering if Maddie is educating her about labeling the Mormon sects as cults. After all, Janelle did move across the country to be with her daughter's family. Now, they even run a business together. The women seem to have grown especially close after Garrison Brown's untimely passing. In general, other Redditors agreed that Janelle Maddie and the rest of the family probably always viewed the LDS as a cult. The AUB is also a fundamentalist sect, but they don't have quite the same strict rules as Warren Jeff's branch. Reddit users wrote, I would assume she's always thought they were a cult. I believe there are about 200 offshoots of the Mormon Church. Some are way more culty than others. Yes, FLDS is the cult everyone who's not FLDS can point to as being a cult. LDS is the reason mainstream Mormons are so anti-polygamy, and FLDS is why all these other independent, light fundamentalist, polygamous churches exist. The whole family has always abhorred the FLDS/Jeffs group. They have addressed it in previous seasons. Religion is just like politics. We are wonderful. They suck, right? Do you think Janelle has started to think of the AUB as a cult? Has her daughter Maddie Brownbrush helped her see the light? Add your own thoughts and ideas to the conversation. Keep following TV shows Ace Online for the latest Sister Wives updates. Don't forget to catch the new episode tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on TLC. Sister Wives fans are disgusted now that Kody Brown's OG COVID rules have resurfaced. This was a horrible time for the plural family as they were unstable in Flagstaff. More so, the four wives lived far from one another, adding more pressure to their arrangement. Some may say it was the nail in the coffin for the Browns. So, what were his stringent pandemic protocols? And what has fans up in arms? Keep reading for more details. When Sister Wives began in 2010, the OG3 lived under one roof in the perfect setup. It enabled them to work together as a family and for their kids to interact perfectly. Furthermore, Kody Brown could rotate seamlessly until Robin Brown came along, but she lived 5 hours away. They moved her closer to the Browns, but she never experienced the one-home lifestyle. They then relocated to Las Vegas and ultimately lived in a cul-de-sac. This was great for the wives and Kody as they were next to each other but had autonomy and space. It made Kody's rotation almost as easy as when he had one home with one extra wife and more children. Yet, the kids had the freedom to roam and interact with each other, which is what plural families are all about. Then, in 2018, they moved again, this time to Flagstaff. They had purchased a lot, Coyo Pass, which they planned to build homes on. Until that could happen, each wife needed to find a rental or buy a place. They all lived at a distance from each other, which did not work well, especially when COVID hit. Created a long list of pandemic protocols to allow him to continue rotating between 3 homes. He did not feel that Janelle Brown and Christine Brown Woolley or their children obeyed him, so he stopped coming around. Now, thanks to a Reddit thread, the rules have resurfaced and fans are disgusted over them. Mainly because it did not seem that he even practiced what he preached. Janelle Brown and Christine Brown Woolley maintained that they were following the CDC guidelines. They were not stepping out of line or being dangerous, and the same went for their kids. So what Kody Brown was alluding to was inaccurate. Yet, some Sister Wives fans pointed out how Kody and Robin Brown made their own mistakes during the pandemic and disobeyed their own rules. Weren't there photos of Robin and Kody at the mall and eating out during COVID? And Robin got a speeding ticket at that time. An influencer actually got the body cam footage of the officer. No one had on masks and Ari was right up in the cop's face and Robin didn't stop her. So she was out shopping and running around during that time. I do not believe they got COVID from the nanny either. 10 feet social distancing. Now that's an overreaction. Wow, friggin' dog kicker. I loved number 13 because it seems so impractical to wipe down paper. Have they never heard of Lysol, at least? If I were in the OG3, I would delight in malicious compliance of these poorly worded rules. Finally, it was noted how everyone had to take their shoes off, which is fair, yet Kody did not want to accompany Sable to her scoliosis surgery. He did not even want her to have it. Then he went to officiate a wedding, so he was a complete double standard, and that was the end of the Brown family. What do you think of the Brown pandemic protocols, and did Kody go way too hard on the family? Let us know and watch Sister Wives Sundays on TLC.